right, everyone. Welcome to the JumpX Podcast episode number 75. And we have a very special guest on, Mr. Daddy Dunks himself. I'm going to nickname him. Or everyone else probably knows him as GT Dunks.
Yeah,
What's up, guys?
Introduce
Thanks for
yourself,
having
sir.
me.
Oh, sorry. And we got Tom
Well,
on here too, but
I'm here
he's not a
too.
special.
yeah,
He's not a
No,
special guest.
no one cares about him.
I'm special, but not special guest.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No.
yeah, yeah. So fill everyone in, Gavin. Who are you? What do you do?
Yeah. This is my second appearance on the JumpX podcast. I much to the disbelief of Austin's post, I'm almost 30 years old. I'm not there quite yet. And yeah, 6'8", trying to be a dunker, you know. Currently weighing the lightest I've weighed in probably the last 10 years.
Yeah,
So jumping higher and attempting dunks that I've never tried to attempt before. Thought I hit a world's first dunk the other last week, but turns out other pros have hit it, but just not the way I did. So still
Well, to be,
technically a
yeah,
world's
still at
first,
first,
but yeah,
yeah.
it's
yeah,
just a variation of the dunk. But
Hmm.
yeah, so
I
to not
also,
to be nowhere
yeah.
near a pro and hit that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you said you want to be a dunker, but you already are a dunker
Well,
because Tom's
yeah.
standard is like you gotta like. He told me from like day one, bro. Like if you want to be a dunker, you gotta windmill, and you
He's
can
done it,
I'm
windmill both.
I'm still
Like,
struggling to hit them consistently.
but you've done it,
I've
so
only ever I've only ever hit one off lob, and that just happened to be in that dunk camp competition. And that went in by pure luck. And then, yeah, I'm still trying to get consistent at just normal windmills. So,
okay, we're fast tracking
oh,
heaps here. So,
oh
um,
yeah.
when you started
So,
when you started training with us, like how
yeah.
like what where were you? Like
Oh, yeah.
you
So,
said you weren't even
um,
dunking, but I think you're lying.
well, I could dunk, but it was like,
like
um,
cookie jar.
yeah, off two, I could jump like just get it in. I could go up with one, but finish with two. Um, so
Hmm.
Oh, jumping off 1 foot. Sorry, I think you cut
yeah,
out.
so originally I was like, I was always better at 1 foot jumping. And for years I'd always try to do like off two and just like rim stuff myself or front rim or whatever. But I think yeah,
Interesting.
like I wasn't purely trying to like focus on dunking when I first met Austin. It just so happened that when I joined the gym, there was this PT that had a basketball background and everything. So I was like, oh,
Left off. So
Yeah, no, that's chill.
alrighty,
That's
yeah.
chill,
So
bro.
alrighty.
yeah. So before we got cut off, I was just saying, um, you should share the story of how you met me, Gavin. I guess how it all started.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully my Wi-Fi doesn't cut out again. But so yeah, when I joined up to the gym back like at the end of 2022, I knew I sort of had like no clue what I was doing in the gym really, and I always had this like sort of not fear, but this thing in the back of my mind of like, oh, don't jump in a squat rack or don't do free weights and stuff because I was like just that stigma, like I wasn't gonna be lifting heavy weights and kind of stuff. Like I was worried about what people thought of me, but like just that, just didn't know what exactly I was doing. So I always just did cable machines and just basic stuff. So then I was like, oh, I reckon I need to get a PT. And then when I went on the website and saw that Austin had a basketball background and all that, I just thought, oh, he's probably the perfect one out of all the options. And just so happened, yeah, he knew what he was talking about. So um, you can say the rest is history, but I'll take you through that history if you really want.
Hmm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, do it, man.
Um, yeah, so like I wouldn't say before meeting Austin I was training to dunk or anything like that. I was still playing basketball, but not competitively, just like the general men's leagues and stuff, like high division, but nothing too serious. And I was contemplating whether I would try to get back into doing like sort of semi-professional basketball, like what we call the NBL one, which is just like the state league. And then, but yeah, that just takes up too much time and everything, and you don't really have a life outside of work and basketball if you do that. So just hit the gym and then joined you guys with dunking pretty much. I think it was actually, yeah, the New Year's Eve of 2022.
Yeah.
And haven't looked back since. So, but yeah, that day was the day, yeah, I hit um, yeah, the two hands off one foot pretty easily, and then yeah, the one hand off 2 feet. So that was my, yeah, where I started at, and now I'm, yeah, doing a lot better.
Yeah, because you hadn't dunked off 2 feet before that, right?
Well, not that. I just hadn't had the best preparation or best warm-ups, or it's either like during like a warm-up before a game or after a game, just shooting
Yeah.
around. Like I'd never really tried to do it in a game or anything. Actually, no, I think I did try it in a game once and like completely like ring blocked myself, and probably should have just walked out of the stadium then and there and never came back. Yeah. So
Fair enough, eh?
No, that's crazy.
yeah.
No, it's just crazy, like, because you weren't even interested or really knew that, well, you could do dunking as a thing, right? Prior.
As a hobby.
No, yeah. So yeah, like so I knew dunking was a thing because I'd watched like the dunk league with all the pros and stuff like that, but I never knew that it was like
Yeah.
there was a community in Perth. Like I honestly hadn't heard of JumpX at the time until I'd met Austen, and then started following you guys on Instagram and seeing what you guys were about. And then yeah, so then it just sort of, yeah, opened my eyes to the world of dunking and how many people actually do it. It's not just like, it's not actually really a niche little thing. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it is a bit, but yeah, there's a lot of people out there that are doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like because you were looking to like play basketball again, but
Yeah.
then you just kind of just did a full shift and you just
Yeah. So
started just
it's
like screw that, I'm just gonna dunk now.
pretty much because it was like at the time I was playing like 3 times during the week, like, and that's at night. And games as late as like 10 p.m. So you don't get home till like almost midnight. And by the time you cool down, have a shower, it's like, yeah, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning by the time you're like in bed trying to fall asleep. When you have those late games. And I kind of, it got to a point where like I had a rule with the teams I was playing in that if a game started after 9 p.m., I wasn't going to play just because it affected myself and yeah, my wife who works in construction. So she had to wake up really early in the mornings. So, and she, yeah, couldn't really fall asleep because the dog was protective and would bark at every noise until I got home. So, yeah. So when
Fair
dunking
enough.
came
Yeah.
along and yeah, and the gym came along, that was like, oh, I actually really enjoy this. And I can do it on my own time kind of thing. Just go to the gym straight after work. I'm home by 6 p.m., cook dinner, hang with the wife and the dog, and now the child. But that's later down the track in the story. We'll get to that. But yeah, so
And
sort of
now it's like an obsession for you. You're like even inventing new dunks now. You've
I'm
gone from
trying to,
not
yeah.
you've gone from a basketball player to like, well, inventing new dunks. That's a pretty funny
Yeah, that's
story.
it. Yeah. So in a
Well,
matter of about a year and a half.
I guess somewhat inventing because like we found out after like there's been variations of what you did
Yeah,
last
exactly.
week, but
Yeah.
you know,
But they hadn't been done since like 2016. So
That's
yeah.
like
yeah.
saying this. That's like saying the first person who hit Jay Rich, like that's not a new dunk because it's just an East Bay, but the other way. Like it's still
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Like it's just no
Yeah.
one's done it that way. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I really actually want to try and do the Jordan Kilgannon one where I like headbutted
backboard.
out of a handoff off the backboard. Like I reckon I could do it. So it's just reps. And
No, that's
unfortunately
pretty
probably have to
insane.
be Austin holding the ball every
I was
time
gonna say it
when
needs
there's
to be
someone slightly
someone.
taller.
I mean, they have little stool things at
Yeah,
buckets.
that's true.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you could even Austin on that I mean, basically the ball's at the rim at that point.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like I think he like headbutts it just as he leaves the ground.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's like yeah. So I feel like Austin on the like floor holding it out like this would be fine, but that's trial and error. That'd be on like a day where I've dunked for an hour and I've still got energy to like just do just dumb dunks. So
It's one, yeah, you do have to spam it to be fair.
yeah. So
So,
yeah.
from when you started till now, how much higher do you think you're jumping right now?
Well, I never actually did my vertical properly until about I reckon 8 months into jumping. Um, and I honestly think my like max vertical when I first joined was like lower than 28 inches, probably like 26. And then at
Yeah.
dunk camp, I measured, which is my most recent one. I think I measured like 31, but I know I've hit 30, like 32 and a half. Like I'd almost like just miss hitting 33 inches when I think when you brought the Vertex to
A bucket.
Cobra. No, yeah, buckets. Yeah, I actually jumped really high that day.
Did you touch 11.1 or 11.2?
I think it was like yeah, 11.2 or 11.3. I think I can't remember if I was going for
Okay.
11.3,
Right.
but
Okay.
yeah. So I don't know what the math is, but if I'm my max, if my standing reach is 8.8, whatever that, I can't. Don't ask me to try and work that maths out. But yeah,
So so you, if you had to guess right now, like what would your max touch be right now?
I reckon I could touch 33 inches. What's that? I think that's 11.3 or maybe
Yeah.
even 11.4. But yeah, I think I'm jumping at 33 on like a good jump.
Yeah. So that would put you, yeah, yeah. So that's like in like how long have you been training for? Year and a half?
Year and a half, just over a year and a half. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's like 7 inches in a year and a half.
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Especially like starting
Yeah.
out
Yeah,
at well
Late
28?
20s. Yeah.
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 Oh, as in what? How old I was?
Yeah.
Yeah, would have been 20, just turned 28 because I'm coming up to 30 now. So
Because like yeah, normally you only see that sort of improvement in people that are younger. Not necessarily at like 28, but I think he had because well, I think he had a few things in your favor as well. Like obviously the fact that you played heaps of sports when you were younger,
yeah,
or like basketball and stuff like that.
yeah.
But also you did a little bit of high jump as well, right?
Oh, I just did it for like back when I was a kid. Did like what like called Little Athletics. I don't know
Yeah,
if they have that in Perth, but it was yeah like
yeah,
when I
yeah.
lived in New South Wales. So when we had like the athletics carnivals and stuff at school, when I moved over here, I'd always do really well in high jump. And then in year 12, I got to a point where I was like trying to match the state record for under under 18s. I think it
Which
was like yeah,
was
like 210 at the
what?
time. I think oh no, I think the state record was like 212 or 215, and then
How many
I
feet is
think I
that?
cleared 210, and then
Bro,
um
people who don't know high
so
jump, like that's
it's higher than my height. 'Cause at the time I was
yeah.
6'7" and I'm now 6'8", so I was like bang on 2 meters back then in my height. But yeah, before we went because I just did that at school and that was on grass, like not on a proper like athletic like the whatever you call it the
I, th
stadium
I think it's called like Mo
the rub
Mondo turf or something like that.
yeah something like that like the rubber
Yeah.
like surface.
Yeah.
And I was going to go yeah represent the school for that, and then like that was when I had my first major ankle injury right before
But
playing that was yeah
basketball?
so that was from playing basketball yeah
Yeah.
landing on someone's foot. That's how I've always done it. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
but yeah, so I was never able to actually try and yeah match the record or even break it. But yeah, that was the last time I ever high jumped because I didn't really have an interest in doing it after school.
210 though is insane.
Yeah, so but
Yeah.
yeah, I remember being like I was going because obviously they go up in intervals. I was jumping for a good 15, 20 minutes longer than the last person that bowed out. I just kept going until I couldn't go anymore, basically, because I wanted to see how high I could get and if I could qualify to go to the inter-school or the state representative one. So yeah,
That is insane. That's you actually are quite good at, well, when you're practicing it and practicing it regularly, you actually are quite good at jumping off 1 foot.
yeah,
And like when
yeah,
you jump from a distance, it does look like very like it looks nice.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I haven't done distance jumps for ages. I'm too scared to try it because of like the hamstring issues I've been having. But
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
couple dunk sessions, I've jumped off one quite a bit and been okay. So we'll get there. But I want to try and East Bay off one before I start going distance again.
You know,
Yeah, I was
like
gonna, yeah.
as long as you can stay healthy and I think it's built in slowly enough, I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that it's possible for you to be able to dunk from the 3 throw line, jumping off 1 foot, finishing with one hand.
That would take years, I
Yeah.
reckon. I'd,
Yeah.
I think
'Cause
for you, it's going to be a
I think
speed issue if it's going to be anything. It won't be a height. It's
well,
just the
because
amount of speed you need to bring in.
I feel like I don't have issue bringing the speed in to do it. It's every time I plant the foot, if I'm going too fast, I have a like flat tire. I like blow out.
Yeah. So
I
that's
don't
yeah.
injure myself. I just sort of like I'm not able to jump upwards when I'm running fast. And that's the issue I've
Yep.
been having with like trying to East Bay off one is I don't jump up. I sort of just jump forward. So I'm trying to teach myself how to do it running in slowly. But then when I run in slowly, it's sort of my brain wants to tell me to jump off two, and yeah, the hand speed's not there for me to do it off two yet. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Like part of that is just obviously one, getting stronger, but like two, just building it in slowly and just being patient with it
yeah, that's it.
until your body can adapt and pretty much your leg can accept those forces. Because even for me, like bringing 1 foot jumping back, like I can't jump at the same. You saw on Wednesday, I can't jump at the same
Yeah,
like speed or
yeah,
anything that I used to be able to because my body's just not
yeah,
used
exactly.
to it. Part of that is a skill thing, coordination
Yeah,
thing,
for
but
sure.
the other part of that is just my leg can't handle those eccentric
Yeah,
forces yet, and you're in that same situation. But that's like when I say like it's not too far-fetched to say you could dunk on the 3 line. I say that like thinking like 5 years ahead,
yeah,
and because you're quite long as well, you have a really good reach. So
yeah.
that's
That
why I think
definitely helps.
it's
Yeah.
possible for you, you know, and
I
you're
feel like
holding
if I
that.
did a free throw
Yeah.
dunk, it'll look like that picture of Giannis that was posted during the week. Just like long as shit.
No, but it still look awesome though.
Yeah, for sure.
It's an elite club
I
to be
reckon,
in for sure,
yeah, I
regardless.
reckon the first goal for distance or the next goal will be the dotted line at the bottom of the circle underneath the free throw line. That's probably my
Yeah.
next goal for a distance dunk. But at the no, that'll have to be done at a stadium that doesn't have a pole behind the ring.
Yeah, no shit.
So
Yeah. That's yeah.
and
Injury waiting to happen, right?
and that's it, yeah. And when I go back to work, I'm not going to have access to that all the time. So
Also,
It would just
yeah,
do,
yeah.
do you know what you need to touch to get a 40-inch vert?
I don't know the math. It's
Okay,
like
I'll do
12
the
foot
math
or
for you
something.
because
I'm pretty
like
sure it's close to 12 foot.
there's no hold on. Give me a second. Keep talking.
Yeah, it'll be like almost top of the backboard, surely. Because I've got long ass arms.
I think
If
it
you
might
go
be
on 8,
higher.
8, 12, probably. Yeah, I'm trying to think back to the dunk show at Dunk Camp. They had it set up to 12.1 and it was like higher than the backboard there, like noticeably higher. So
Just
I'm
give
not
me a
sure.
second. I'm just trying to. He says 8'8",
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8.8,
8'8". So,
a friendly max reach.
oh my goodness, I think I know what's gonna be. Oh no.
It's above 12 foot.
Oh, oh. It's 12 foot exactly.
Uh
Yeah, okay.
It's
I thought it
144
was.
inches. Yeah.
That's correct. Could you imagine me?
No, does that make sense? Because your reach is 8'8" and mine's 7'9", and for me to hit a 50, I need to touch 11'11". So
Yeah,
that makes
okay.
sense. Yeah, I should have
Yeah.
just done it that way.
Oh well, that's it. Yeah, that's funny.
That's so high, bro. Fuck me.
I think that to me just screams knee pain. Already too old to jump that high.
No, you're not that old, dude.
Yeah, not that old, bro.
No.
Come on.
You know,
I just feel it at the moment.
like, but yeah, if you just think like
Um,
5 years ahead, like something like that, I don't think
yeah,
is impossible for you.
yeah,
You know,
for sure. Yeah,
like next
But
year, yeah, sure, maybe it's not possible,
yeah. No, I know what you
but
mean. I think
um,
the next goal is to hit 35 inches and then go from there.
so even
I
that,
mean,
that's very
yeah,
athletic for someone
Yeah,
at
6'8".
6'8".
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Bro, if Jordan
Yeah,
Kilgannon is 32 and he can
Yeah, but
increase
he's
his
been.
vert,
Yeah, true. That's very
so it's
true.
like he's actually got more. I mean, obviously he's not a dad, but he's got more going against him in the sense that he's been training for so long and he's at such like a 0.0001% level.
Hmm.
You know,
oh,
I think
that
there's a
actually
lot
brings
more in the
up another
tank.
another topic.
What's that?
With being a dad, like, I
Yeah,
remember
no,
I
100%.
I don't know if you know what I'm gonna ask, Tom, but um, like I already remember hearing somewhere, I can't remember the source, but I remember hearing somewhere that, well, when your misso or missus is pregnant, your testosterone levels actually drop. So my
Oh,
question to
actually,
Gavin is,
yeah.
have you experienced, any negative side effects so far of being a dad throughout the process
I,
in that sense?
well, other than the tiredness, which then
Yeah,
hinders performance, like my bench and everything's gone down because I don't have the energy to hit it as
I'm
hard or
not talking
whatever.
about your bench, Gavin.
I know. Um, euphemism. Well, the thing is, okay, so you get to like the 6 month mark during pregnancy, there's zero, like almost zero, like sex drive. That's a given. Like it's not going to happen.
For
And
you or for
then
them?
depending on,
That's
well, definitely for
interesting.
them.
Right.
Some women want it the whole way through, but it just depends on the person anyway. But for me, it was like I was like, I know she doesn't want it. I know I'm not going to get it. I'm not even going to think about it. So it wasn't like something I needed to get sorted kind of thing. I was just like, is what it is. Let's deal with it kind of thing. Whereas beforehand, I'm like, come on, like, let's have some fun.
Let's have
But
some fun
then,
is crazy.
Yeah.
but yeah,
That's such a dad thing to say.
yeah, let's practice making
You're gonna
babies.
start getting up.
No, it's
You're gonna start getting up from tables, and just the first thing you're gonna say is, "All right, let's rock and roll."
No, I call it
bro,
practice
man.
making babies.
Yeah,
Um,
we get to
and
like, yeah.
then and then now it's like postpartum or after the pregnancy, it's like after the birth, it's like depending how the birth has happened. It's not like you have to wait like 6 weeks before you can even think about doing anything. So all the stuff down there is not all healed properly. So yeah, it's not even on the mind at the moment for either of us.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
That is fair. That is fair.
yeah.
The sleep is
So
a
when
huge
the
thing as
doctor gives the
well.
go ahead,
Hey,
yeah, for sure.
yeah,
So when the doctor gives the go ahead, we'll be happy. No.
yeah,
Do you
yeah,
actually
for
talk
But yeah,
about that
sure.
no,
with the doctor and
sleep's
shit?
they sort of just mention it, be like, okay, you can like it's okay to do so now.
Resume sexy time.
Well, it's kind of
Yeah, pretty
something. It's
much.
kind of
That's
something
it.
you have to know.
Yeah.
But anyways,
It's
this
more the things
isn't.
they tell you not to do. Anyway, this is not jump.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Anyways, this isn't how the how to be a father podcast. Yeah. let's
Austen's
get let's,
next.
let's get back on track.
That's
So
funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so you've gone from pretty much like would it be safe to say rim grazing dunks to like now what are you doing?
Yeah. Punching. Trick dunks.
Mm.
So what are
Spin
your
dunks are my
best
favorite.
dunks?
Definitely like 360s off lob. I can almost hit them consistently. Well, I was for a while, but now because I've been focusing on other dunks for like the last few weeks, it's sort of I'm not as good at them or as consistent at them.
Hmm.
Like that no look crab dunk that I was doing for months and months. It kind of like since dunk camp, it sort of faded away because I just focused on other things. But yeah,
You're
so
you're
I just keep
you're
wanting
very
to hit
yeah.
new dunks.
You're very quick at learning anyways and picking up dunks, I feel like. And you're very coordinated for someone your height, which you don't see often.
Yeah, yeah.
Most guys your
No,
height are very
definitely
uncoordinated.
can agree with that.
So that
100%.
Yeah,
yeah. And you learn and pick up things quickly, and that goes back to like
yeah.
what were the range of like sports you played when you were younger?
So the first sport I played was soccer, and that was from the age of like 5 till about 8. That was when I like lived over in New South Wales. And
Yeah.
then yeah, when I moved to Perth, my dad introduced me to basketball then, and sort of yeah, played basketball since the age of 8 to now. And then yeah, at school I'd like would like play in like the school soccer team, like for like carnivals and stuff like that. Played a little bit of rugby league, but I was too skinny to even worry about trying to play that seriously. So yeah, and then a bit of mixed netball as well. Actually, and yeah, we had like one carnival where we did had like men's netball just for some fun. We convinced some other schools to create some men's netball teams, but yeah, just a lot of yeah, ball sports. I did do a few like skating and mountain biking and all that and BMX, but I don't know how that relates to dunking.
Did you learn?
Other
Yeah, but
than
it might do. Did you learn tricks with those things?
no, I never really got that good at it. I was more like once I found downhill mountain bike where you don't actually have to do tricks, you just go down as fast as you can and do big jumps. It was just fun. I wasn't ever really good enough to do proper tricks. Probably the most coolest trick I could do is take one hand off the handlebar and then back on in the air. So,
Yeah.
because I was doing that like I wasn't that old when I was doing that. I think I was like 14 the last time I did that. So I was too much of a pussy to try anything difficult.
No, that is fair, mate.
Yeah.
That is
So
fair.
yeah.
No, that's quite interesting. I think that's a huge part of why you're so coordinated and you're good at learning and picking things up quickly.
Mm,
Now, um,
yeah.
because we see that quite consistently in people that are like that, so that learn things quick and are very coordinated and everything like that. But the other thing I
Yeah,
want
for
to say as
sure.
well, with the crab dunk, you could actually learn to scorpion dunk, and you could be the first guy
Yeah.
to scorpion dunk in Perth.
There's probably someone that's done it though.
Well, like
I've
maybe
thought surely because I've thought long and hard about it. It's like I don't know, 'cause I always think you kind of have to bend over a little bit, which then takes away a lot of your reach. So I have to kind of learn how to do it like how casually. Like I've seen how like Brody and Jordan do it. They just sort of catch it and they flick it behind themselves. But then like you're going from here, like you're kind of dunking here rather than up there. I don't
but
know. I think I just need to work on my like shoulder flexibility. But
maybe.
I've definitely yeah. When I was hitting that the crab dunk, I thought about it and I was like, how am I going to rep this out to get good at it? But yeah, I still haven't figured it out. So I might have to start picking Brody's brain
Yeah, well,
how to learn
according
that
to
one.
him, if you can windmill, you can do that. So,
I'm still trying to get consistent at windmills. So
so you've windmilled with your
yeah.
right hand, the left hand. Uh, have you windmilled off one
Oh
foot?
no. So I've no that like I've so I'm at the same time of learning how to East Bay off one because I do it off lob. Part of that is learning how to do like catch it with my left, put it in my right without going between the legs and then doing like a mini windmill. Um, I got kind of close to that on Wednesday, but I only tried it once by accident. So, but no, I haven't windmilled with my left hand, but I have done it off both plants. I've done it off right, left, and left,
Oh
right.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I find doing it off right, left, which is my like not my normal plant, a bit easier just for like because it's like just the normal, more natural movement. Where I go when I go
Mm.
left, right, it's sort of everything. I'm doing everything against the physics of what should be happening, and that's how I did my lob once. I don't even know how I got it in, but yeah, because when I try to do lobs off a right left approach, it just doesn't happen. I can't get the timing right. So yeah,
You know, for 1 foot East Bay and windmill, it's like the same dunk. Just one has a leg
yeah,
up and one doesn't.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I've sort of realized. So I think if
And
I
you
can,
do
yeah, get
backspin,
that
right?
the windmill version.
You backspin, yeah?
Um,
Like the ball?
Not really. Like I do my normal like lob technique where it's kind of like a shot. I just throw it a lot lower.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually,
You
no, I do
know,
backspin. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, I do backspin for the East Bay. So
I was like,
that's the only one that
it
I
must
do
be
it
it
for.
must
That's
have
why
been
I
in a
got
different
confused.
universe. I saw that. It
Yeah,
was in
no,
a
I do.
yeah, it was in a
I
different
think
timeline, bro.
because
I
I've
never thought
done it
about it
on
that
low
way.
rims, it's like yeah. So
Yeah.
because yeah, the highest I've hit the East Bay on was 9.6, which I thought was
You can
nine
make it
foot
on
at the
10,
time, and
bro.
then KB told me, yeah, I got so close that day on 9.10. It's just like once again spamming it and repping it out and figuring out getting that the happy medium of jumping up and forwards because I
Oh, I
kind
was at
of like
Lakeside, right?
yeah, I
Yep.
kind of have to actually jump from pretty far out doing it off one, just
Did you
purely
see?
Yeah.
Did you see
um
LeBron hit it off 1 foot off a lob when he was training with Bronny? In those
yeah,
clips
he
on
just does
social
it so
media.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah, yours is literally the exact same style, and
Yeah,
I think
yeah, for sure.
well, you're the same height as LeBron as well, and
Yeah.
but I think his reach might be longer than yours. I think his reach is like what is his reach? I think it's like 8'11" or I think
Yeah, I've
it's
heard like a high eight.
I think
Yeah.
yeah, his wingspan's like 6'11" or something like that.
Also, I think
6'10" or six
LeBron's like
eleven.
6'9" though, isn't he?
no
He's on
6'8"?
paper he's on he's 6'8".
Okay.
He's
yeah,
also got
he's
massive like Kawhi Leonard hands as well, so
six
that
Yeah,
eight
adds
two
to
fifty.
the reach.
that's fucked.
So
Yeah,
250
that
is like 113 point something kg, I think.
That's fucked.
Jesus. Could you imagine me with LeBron's physique? Ah, that'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Whoa, you're getting there.
Trying.
Yeah.
Also,
You're
you mentioned that
doing,
you bench.
huh?
Oh, you go, Austin. You go, Austin.
I was gonna go on that topic anyways, go.
About
Yeah.
bench.
How much strength Gavin has
Yeah.
gained and
Oh
how
yes, he's
Gavin's
all.
physique has
Yeah,
changed.
I was just gonna say you were like, oh, my bench has gone down, but I was like, I mean, your body weight's also lower. Like bench is one of those ones that's really hard to
Yeah.
increase while you're cutting. I mean, I don't even know if you're intentionally cutting.
Yeah.
It's just that,
No, it's just the way life
just
is at the moment.
yeah,
So
yeah.
So
sleeping less, so burning more calories.
you've lost how many kg since starting as well?
Um, like 7 or 8 kilos. I think I was about 108 point something when I first started training. And well, the other day I weighed in bang on 100 kilos, but I'm back up to about 102 now.
That's solid because you've gained like so much muscle
Mm,
mass as well. Like
yeah, I've lost heaps
you're
of fat.
doing chin ups at 6'8" as well,
Yeah,
which is hard. That's hard to do.
yeah. I never thought I'd
Huh?
see the day. Like my whole life, like ever since I knew what a chin up was, I'd always wanted to do one. I could never do it. And then obviously, yeah, you programmed me a way of and showed me how to progress it with the resistance bands and stuff, and then got to a point where I could just do one without the band. Now I'm doing four.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, now you
but
rep
you know
some.
what's funny? Like I haven't done chin ups for months. Like I've been doing pull ups, but the cluster set ones just so I can rep it out. So then when I saw like oh like just max your reps out for chin ups, I was like I'll probably only get like three if I'm lucky. And then like that third one was hard, and then yeah, I was like oh I can get a fourth and just got it up. So
The cluster
I was
set
pretty impressed with that.
the cluster sets are a bit of a dark horse in terms of improving strength, especially with like body weight exercises.
Yeah,
Um, like if anyone that's listening that doesn't know what a cluster set is, it's just basically like, well, in Gavin's case, like say you only had the strength to do one pull up. We wanted him to do like 5 reps or something like that. You'll do one rep and then you'd rest like 30 seconds. And then you'll do another rep. And then you'd rest 30 seconds, or then you do like another rep, you
Yeah.
know? Or if you could only do
Yeah.
2 reps, you'll do 2 reps and then rest 30 seconds,
Mm.
and then do like another two, or whatever your, like level is at. That's basically like
Yeah.
what a cluster set is.
It's like minimum rest time to be able to do that next however many you want to do.
Yeah, pretty
Because it's
much.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, you could rest another 20 minutes, but you're still only going to be able to get two. So why not make it as hard as you can, rest 30 seconds and
Yeah.
push yourself more?
Yeah. No, I enjoy doing them. They're fun.
Yeah,
What's
you're
the
gonna
bench?
be
Oh,
doing
no, you
weighted
go.
soon.
Fuck yeah.
Don't laugh, bro.
Yeah, I
You
need to
will be.
I mean, yeah, from just one rep, I definitely will be able to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're weighing
Definitely.
95 and shit, like you better be adding some weight,
Oh yeah.
like just to make it fair on your old self.
Shit.
I can't see myself getting below 100 anytime.
You never know.
Uh,
Yeah, I think I'm at a good weight now. If I can
Yeah.
maintain it but gain muscle, I'm happy.
Yeah, recomp a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah,
But yeah, your
for
bench
sure.
has done a lot as well.
Yeah, like I'm still stuck. Like, well, I mean, my best ever, I got up to like I think 75 kilos for reps, but at the moment I'm stuck at about 60 kilos, which is the same as my pause bench, but I think that's just energy levels.
yeah, I feel like a
So,
lot of people get stuck there for
Likely.
a long time. Like the good old like
mm,
60 kilos, the good old like one plate. Like I feel like
yeah.
in a way that might be Tom, do you feel like that's like a mental hurdle as well for some people?
60.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're 6'8", that's like normal people's 100, but anyway.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, whenever you go up a plate,
Imagine pushing
it's a
it
big
like,
hurdle. You know, definitely is.
yeah, like the fact I know I've done it and I know I can do it. It's just at the moment that's all my body can handle.
Mm.
I guess just with the amount of reps I'm doing, because it's like I think you've got me programmed like 6 reps, and that's that very last rep is always like struggle street. So I know if I chuck an extra like 2.5 kilos on or whatever, it's just not going to happen. So I'd rather not risk it and just get the reps done. But yeah,
So another thing people need to consider, like, say you're two separate guys, one's repping 60, he says 60 for six, right? Hello, dog.
crazy. Wanting heaps of attention.
What breed is he? Just poodle, right?
He's a nice cavoodle. He just looks like
Oh,
a
he's
poodle.
cavoodle. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
no, I see it.
like
Yeah,
your dog.
so yeah. Oh, what was I saying? Fucking, oh yeah, 60 for six. And then,
Yeah,
you want to add 2.5 kilos. That's harder than if someone was benching 140 for six and adding 2.5 kilos. Because percentage
yeah,
wise, 140 and 2.5 kilos isn't as much. So
yeah, for sure. It's not going to feel that heavy.
mm. It's like I
It's like
like
when
when
I
girl you go.
was gonna say, it's like when I train legs, I'm obviously doing a lot heavier weights. So I don't even bother with the like 1.25 plates. I always go up in increments of 5 kilos for everything. Because that's like I
Mm.
know I can do it. So it's that sort of same
Yeah.
concept. Whereas when
But,
I'm training upper, I always go up in like the lowest increments I can because it's just the safer option for me.
Bro, I've
I
literally
think
seen
yeah.
girls
Definitely.
like I don't this chick was repping like 40 kilos for 6 to 8 and it was easy. And I
Yeah,
was like, all right, go for 45. I'm like, maybe you should be able to get 3 or 4. No joke, 1 rep, and it was like the
yeah,
world's slowest rep. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, yeah. No, I've been there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's like ladder raises. A lot of people get stuck on ladder raises for like a long
Oh,
time.
bro,
Yeah.
I've been on five
Yeah,
kilos for like 8 months.
bro.
Like,
You need to if you've been stuck that long, you need to just fucking up it. Just up it. And if you swing a
yeah, I
little bit,
did that.
that's
I think,
okay.
Get
yeah,
a little bit sloppy with it.
Yeah.
yeah. I was doing 4 kilo. I reckon I was doing 4 kilos for like 4 months, and I was like, nah, stuff it. I'll go to 5. And like those first few sessions were it was tough, but now I'm like doing it. So I think I'm close to going up to and like 6 kilos. Because yeah, doing those like even like skull crushes and stuff, going up a kilo feels so freaking heavy.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
dude. It's like if you're benching 100 kilos and then you go from 100 kilos to 110, you know?
yeah, It's
Or
percentages.
120
Yeah, I
if you're
get
doing
it.
5 kilos. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
actually got a good, I think I got a good helpful tip for people listening to increase their lateral raises. So say you're whatever weight you're doing, instead
Jump
of
a
trying to progress
ton.
the weight, yeah, jump a ton, but like try and hit like rep PRs instead of weight PRs.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm ever hitting something for like 12 or 15 and I'm like, yeah, I want to go heavier, but I can't do 12 or 15 at the next one up, I start to work my way to like 18, 19, 20 reps. And if you're doing that, then you should probably be able to move up for like 15 reps on a higher weight.
Mm,
So I think through volume, lateral raises can be improved a lot
yeah.
easier.
Also remember
Well, that's
that.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say when Austin first programmed them for me, he was giving me 15 reps for like 3 sets.
Yeah, it's
Whereas now
good.
they're like 12 reps. So I can go up weight now because those
Yeah,
last 3 reps was like my arms just didn't want to do it anymore. But like the first 10, I was like I could probably do 8 kilos kind of thing. Like it's just like
exactly.
Also
yeah. Uh,
remember the hypertrophic rep range can go all the way up to like 30 reps. So
Hmm.
the studies say. So if you need to go to 27 reps on your lateral raises in order to progress, as long as you're going to failure, you're going to build muscle. So don't worry about it. Kevin's laughing like
it's just like no.
27 reps. Fuck that. Yeah.
I'll literally
Long.
bring the dumbbells to your house and throw them at your head if you gave
Yeah.
me that.
That's like
Yeah.
that's like a
Four
minute. That's
sets
like a
of
minute
30
set.
lateral
Yeah.
raises. Gavin's going to see in his next program. Yeah.
No,
Wait, what Austin? What do you
gotta
think
be.
about? Have you seen? Oh no, you haven't been to Coburn since they've added that new lateral raise machine. But I know
Uh,
Gavin knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, the with like the elbow one.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that one, bro.
you fiend
haven't
it.
tried it.
Yeah, feels good, bro.
I haven't tried it,
Mm.
honestly.
I'd say like it goes that cables, dumbbells.
You
And
reckon
that
cables are
and
pretty
that and that's
good,
coming
man?
from me. No, cables are good, but like that's coming from me, and I'm like a free weight fucking connoisseur. And I'm
Mm.
saying the free weights are at the bottom. So, but yeah, our cables are pretty goated. Can't lie.
The only thing I don't like about cables is if like you go to another gym, the machine's completely different, and
Oh
the
yeah,
tort is like so it's
Yeah.
like oh shit,
yep.
now I have to go down weight, but it feels heavier. Like
It's not even cables. It's like literally anything. Leg press, hack
yeah,
squat. I always tell
Yeah.
yeah,
people, I'm like, just don't compare gym to gym. Like it's just impossible. It's not going to happen.
yeah,
Just feel it out for the day and do your best.
yeah. That's yeah, I've definitely been there.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about like using barbells and dumbbells.
Mm.
It's pretty
They're
consistent.
pretty, yeah, universal. Um, so yeah. Uh, one thing else I want to talk about is your strength, Gavin. So you've
Mm.
like your squat, because we're talking about your upper body, but how much has your squat gone up? Like how much are you squatting right now? And like I know you like Romanian
Um,
deadlifts as well. That's one of your favorites.
well, you got me on staggered stance at the moment, so I don't know what my max is for standard, but I got
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure I got to like 150, 160 kilos for standard ones, but
Insane.
for staggered stance, I repped out 95 kilos pretty easily the other day. So if I had another set, I would have gone for 100. So that'll be next week's goal. But that was also after dunking on Wednesday, so I was full brain rot at the same time. So um, and then squat.
Yeah, fair.
I know when I was when I was at my peak in like recovery, everything was going well. I was repping 110, but that was also before I started doing like real deep squats as well. So it was somewhere halfway between a normal squat and a half squat. Like I was doing 110
Yeah.
kilos, which is I guess pretty good for someone my height. But yeah, at the
Yeah.
moment I'm repping 100 kilos for like yeah normal squat, and then what did I do the other day? I think it was 135 half squats. So and that was just for 3 reps. So
Did it feel
That's
heavy on
solid.
your
yeah,
back?
that was definitely does. But at the same time, like I got very close to doing like 200 kilogram calf raises. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
felt heavy
You
weights
felt
on
that
my
weight.
shoulders before.
Yeah.
But also when I was doing those calf raises, that was before I like when I realized my technique was bad and I was rocking like my feet were
Yeah.
weren't on the plate properly. But now I'm doing I think I'm back up to like 165 calf raises. So
Full range.
yeah, full range, and I'm doing
Yeah.
well because now I've got the home gym. I actually do it on two little pavers, so my toes can't hang over the edge to get that extra leverage anymore. So I'm actually going
That's
up
actually
on
smart
my
as fuck.
toes.
I can't lie. Yeah.
Yeah. So um, if you watch my latest YouTube video and scroll to the end, you'll be able to see that little plug there.
How much how much did you start out squatting? Like I can't remember. Because when I was training you in person,
I reckon my max squat when I first started was like 60 kilograms
like oh
because I
for
just
one?
didn't have my muscles have never done reps, but for one, maybe
Okay.
70 because
Yeah,
I have
okay.
that. I've always had the range of motion to go deep, but yeah, but doing
That's
like
yeah.
weighted squats was like that's actually no, I don't
That
think it was probably actually no 60 kilos was probably for one when I very first started because
that is
but
insane.
you didn't give me squats until about 6 months into training,
That's
like
another
proper
thing.
squats.
That's another thing that's
Yeah,
like rare for your height as
yeah,
well, being able to squat, like at least even to like parallel man, you know?
mm, yeah. I can definitely like go like literally ass to grass 90 kilograms pretty easily. Um, when my legs are feeling okay, but yeah, 100 kilos is like that probably a lateral like 90 degrees to the floor or
Yeah.
180, whatever you want to call it, lateral. So yeah,
Jeez, mate. Jeez. Um,
so the strength is definitely going up.
yeah, no, 100%. 100%. So obviously like you hit a big dunk, not this Wednesday, last Wednesday.
Yeah. Two
Last
Wednesdays ago.
Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays ago.
Hit a
Yep.
couple that day, yeah.
Yeah, you hit yeah, share it. Tell everyone what
The
happened.
the
How it happened.
so so I think for was it a week? No, a couple of weeks. No, not even. Yeah, I think a couple of weeks. I was, I think Brody slid into my DMs and was like, "Bro, you should try the Dwight tap and like work up to doing the whirlwind dunk." And I was like, "Because I can do spin dunks. It's just learning getting the reps of different parts of the dunk." So I was like, "Oh, I'll try and do the Dwight tap." So took it. Yeah, I think can't remember. But it was definitely like two Saturday sessions before the Wednesday session, if that makes sense. Because it was that my first or second went. I don't know. Yeah, I think that Wednesday sessions dunking with you guys recently. But yeah, so I think I remember trying on that first week, and I was getting close, but just the reps weren't like the hand speed wasn't quick enough, or I didn't know what angle to run in from with the lob, and then I saw one of Dylan Haugen's videos like during like that weekend between, and I was like, oh, it literally just showed me where I need to go in from. And then so I was like, oh,
Yep.
I'm like once I did all my warm up jumps, I was like, I'm just gonna like I'm jumping well, I'm gonna go straight into it before my like legs die. Because the week before, like I probably jumped for 45 minutes before I like had to stop. So I was like, oh, I'll do this while I can. And then I think it was like within 3 tries, I got the Dwight tap dunk. So that's pretty keen. That was on, was it 9, 10 and a half? Do we dunk on there at Lakeside? And
Yeah.
then, so from there, I went straight into trying the headbutt dunk, um, which I'd only really started trying the week before, and that was purely because Austin just saw me just headbutt a ball and into the ring, and he just like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if you did like a dunk off your head kind of thing? And I was like, what? Like when I jump, hit my head and dunk at the same time? He's like, yeah. I was like, and that's when we were like, has anyone ever done that before? And none of us could think of like had seen it. So I was like, oh yeah, that'd be something fun to try. Like it's definitely something I could do. And then so I started repping it that day and got really close, considering it was the first day I'd ever tried it.
Hmm.
Um, so and then when I hit the Dwight tap, I was like, all right, I'm going straight into repping this out. And I think it took like maybe 5 or 6 goes, or maybe a bit more. And then just out of nowhere, punch it, like off the head, one hand, straight in. It was a really clean dunk as well, so
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
it was pretty clean.
Yeah, and then that's when I went and moved down to the low room to practice practiced East Bays off one and punched that on 9.6 for the first time. And the last time I tried it was at dunk camp, so months ago, because that was in June, and I'd only hit it on was like 8.5 or 8.6 that day, so like lower than my max reach. But I was also wearing Nike Dunks and like not proper shoes or anything like that. I was just having a bit of fun on the low rim. So
that rim was 9.6, by the way, on the other end.
yeah.
So
No,
that's not far off now.
yeah, for sure. So then I went and did a few reps on the 9.10 rim and got really close, but it was just at the end of the session, so I was doing it on dead legs. So
I didn't
want to push it being 1 foot jumps.
I wonder what Hack will say if you East Bay before him, because he is close, and so is Austen. But I know Austen will just be like, good shit. But Hack I know he'll have something to say.
He'll be like, I'm happy for you, but fuck you at the same time.
So yeah, of course he'll be happy for you, but he'll definitely give you shit for it.
You should make a bet with Hack.
We'll see.
What kind of bet do you think?
How close I get. Because I feel like it doesn't because at Lakeside it's 9.10.5. So that still doesn't count. Like I have to hit it at buckets.
Right. Well, to the dunk community it counts, actually.
But I'm 6'8", so it doesn't count.
Oh, so you're actually using height against yourself here.
Yeah. Like it's just like
10-4 or it doesn't count.
All the little TikTok haters will hate me. So
yeah.
I'm
fuck
on
them,
their
man.
side with this one. I'm on their side with this one. I got to hit it on like at least 9.11, 9.11.5 at buckets, and then I'll try it on 10 at Lakeside.
Bro, Austin, you know how like you always tell me like, oh, bro, you're always such a like pacifist in like Instagram comments and shit. Like you never like start beef. One of the only times I'll start beef is like I'll be on this TikTok and I'll see some kid like I don't know say something to Gavin, and I'll literally just comment, "Shut the fuck up, you do it."
You've done it so many times.
Have you really?
Videos.
Yeah, I'll just say, "Shut up, bro," because I hate people who just talk but have no evidence of backing up. It's just dumb, man.
Click on their profile, they have no posts.
No posts, private. All right.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah. It's so funny. It always makes me laugh, whenever I see that. Those like Tom commented on the video. I was like, oh, he's replying to a hater.
TikTok is worse for that though, to be fair, compared to Instagram.
Yeah, for sure.
Generally.
I feel like TikTok doesn't really have like, because it's just you get randomized posts on your For You page. It's like there's no real dunk community on there.
True.
Whereas on Instagram, it's like
it's all the boys.
It's just everyone's there to support everyone, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what a lot of people don't realize. Like a lot of people just think the taller you are, the easier and easier it gets to dunk. But there's a threshold, like once you get past a certain height, it actually starts to get harder again.
Yeah, motor skills and stuff like.
Yeah, because of the extra torque and stuff, you got to produce.
Yeah.
To move your limbs and everything like that. So
that's it.
I don't know what that threshold is. Maybe it's like, I don't know, man. Like, what do you think, Tom? Like, what, 6'6", 6'7", maybe?
Well, when it starts going lower.
Yeah.
I just think that it wouldn't be natural for a 6'8" person to jump 50 inches off the ground.
No, but like even like going between the legs, like you don't see like too many.
Yeah.
Like even 7-footers doing it,
Yeah, it seems to be around that 6'6", 6'7" mark. But do you know why it might be that as well? There's another argument. It's because there's less people at that height.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you have like most guys around 5'9" to 6'1", yes, it's like shorter than 6'8", but you can have more people East Baying. It's because it's literally like I don't know the stat.
Isn't it only there's only like 10% of like only 10% of the population is like over 6 foot or something.
Nah, like no way. Well, if it's the world, then maybe, but Australia, there's no way.
No, it'd be the world because you think about all the most highest populated countries are the
short ones.
People.
So the world average is cooked, but I know in Netherlands has the highest average height, and it's like 183, which is literally 6 foot on the dot.
Yeah. All those Vikings.
Yeah.
Dude, that's insane. Imagine, bro, that is insane. Imagine going to a country and then everyone's like your height. Like that would be so weird. Like just even for me, because I'm like 6'4", and I'm just
Gavin in Asia,
like,
bro.
It's just like habit to look down. You know, like
Yeah.
looking up is weird.
Yeah, no, it feels
Yeah.
Now
Bali
if
and
Gavin went to like
Thailand
Shanghai
and
or something,
stuff.
it's over. Like you're just getting stared at.
Looking at, I'll be getting people running up to me to have to take photos.
Ah,
Right.
Brian
Yeah.
Scalabrine,
Yeah.
is that you?
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
funny.
Oh man.
I'm not that ginger yet. Just a beard.
I couldn't think of any other white NBA player, bro. Oh fuck, Larry Bird. Hello.
A lot of people used to compare me to Porzingis because I used to have like
Oh
the
yeah.
real like high skin fade. So I had like a
yeah.
Yeah,
different
yeah,
haircut
yeah.
and like because I was skinny.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'd
How
rather
tall's
be
he?
compared to he's like 6'11". No, he's over 7 foot. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
But
he's
no,
giant, dude.
my most recent comparison is Jokic, just because when I play basketball, I'm pretty lazy. Like I
Okay.
don't, I like outperform
That's
everyone
interesting.
without putting any effort in.
Is it laziness or is it just making everything
Bro, I
more
don't think Jokic
effortless?
could move that fast
It's
if he
it's
wanted to.
it's not laziness; it's pure IQ. That's like I'm only going to put the effort in when I need to.
Well, that's it. Like, if you know what's gonna happen, if you
Yeah,
know what's gonna happen before it
yeah,
happens, like you're faster than the most athletic kid on the court.
exactly. Yeah,
Bro's got that time stone. He can see what happens. Then he goes back in
yeah.
time.
Especially when I'm playing like C grade men's with a bunch of chumps.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no shit.
Yeah. No, I used to growing up. I always wanted to be like Chris Anderson, Birdman. That's why I got tattoos. Birdman curated.
Oh, you know what?
I wanted to look like him.
Yeah,
I used to wear the
Birdman is goaded
headbands and
though.
everything, like the
Yeah,
sweatbands and stuff. Like if my hair looked like Austin's right now, I'd be rocking headbands at dunk sessions, just purely for
yeah,
sweat.
yeah.
Keep the hair
Bro,
out my face.
he was pretty athletic. He was
Yeah,
yeah.
there was a reason they called him the Birdman. It wasn't because he was long. It was because he could jump.
Yeah. Well, he was in a dunk contest, right? Or a
Yeah, he
couple.
didn't win, but I think he did the
Yeah.
double rim dunk, didn't he? Like JaVale McGee. I think he
The
won
original
one
one,
of that.
yeah.
Mm.
We're gonna have to start a new nickname for Gavin, like I don't know, like Hawkman or Eagle Man or Parrot Man or something.
A few of my I have been nicknamed Birdman by a few of my other
That's
friends
funny.
outside of basketball. Or Big Bird.
Wait, because you
Sorry,
said
not
JaVale
Birdman, Big
McGee.
Bird.
You said JaVale
Yeah.
McGee, bro. It reminded me of do you remember that segment, Shacked in a Fool?
Oh yeah. He was the
Bro,
king of Shacked in a Fool.
we need a JumpX Shacked in a Fool like every month, like top five fails. Like whether it's like a lift or a dunk or some
It
shit.
could be done. Yeah.
Well, you know who should do that? I reckon whoever runs JumpX memes
Yeah.
should
Oh, is it
definitely.
Nelson? I heard Nelson
Pro
runs it.
Yeah.
probably is, to be honest.
Yeah,
He'd have all the footage.
Hey?
Said,
he
oh,
would.
actually, no, it's on your. I was gonna say it's on your phone, but I was like, he would have all the footage if he used his own equipment. Shots fired.
Yeah. Oh my God. Um, yeah. No, it's a real mystery. All I know is they've been
We
a
don't
little
know.
bit quiet, but that's okay. Um,
Yeah. People need
so
to start sending in content. I
some
reckon.
people think it's like me because sometimes I
Yeah.
like have a
Yeah.
super hit meme, but you know I'm not consistent enough.
You
Yeah.
just posted on your own one. That's the thing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so-
People think it's me because I've like sent in clips to JumpX memes, and they've used them, but that's it. Yeah. So
yeah.
it's a mystery.
And I'll admit it used to be me, but I gave it up. I got bought out for a couple mil. So
Bro sold the bag.
yeah, I sold out, but you know, I'm happy with how it's going.
Yeah, no one, does anyone know that?
Yeah.
That you were the OG JumpX memes
I think I told
guy?
a few people. I think I told Nelson
I
to
feel
be
like
honest.
I feel like OG JumpX people would know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know
I
how long it's been on there for, to be
Because
honest.
the amount
yeah.
of freaking Star Wars memes, everyone knew it was you.
Yeah, no, I didn't hide it well. So
You should you gotta post some more memes, Tom.
What on JumpX memes or Tom Dunks?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're the admin?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've rebought it.
So
Put it
It's
back.
like George Lucas rebuying Star Wars from Disney.
Yeah. That's fine.
I feel like you could post so many like good like Star Wars related ones that are also like educational from like a training sense.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bro, I could think of like 10 instantly.
You should just post them like
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah. They're always prequel memes as well, because I love the prequels.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
They
POV,
got the
you do
best.
load management for the first time.
And bro, I could think of like 5 different things I could put there.
Well, go on.
Okay, well, you could put like, you know, when Anakin's getting toasted. Or if you could, maybe it's like you come out of load management and it's like, this is where the fun begins.
Yeah.
Bro, literally any line in the movies is like is a
Oh, yeah.
meme.
The prequel has so many good lines.
Exactly,
Memes.
man.
It's so good.
What's
Like I'm
what's one General Grievous says? Like, what are some of the ones?
Oh, when your coach starts getting you to do high rep back squats and he's like, time to abandon ship.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro, General Graves has got a few good lines.
That's funny. Yeah. Like
But
only
yeah.
from the prequels, like even episode one though, you could do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Damn,
what are you
I haven't
saying? Like, is that memes? Yeah, definitely. There's quite a few.
Some Jar Jar Binks ones.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Jar Jar.
Oh my God. Well, anyways, guys, I think that's a good segue. Well, not it's not even a segue to be honest. I just want to finish.
Yeah, fair.
But well, if you guys
That's a good segue into to
Yes.
nothing. But anyway, guys, we're actually leaving now. I'm gonna go have
anyways,
dinner.
yeah,
I'm man's
we're
hungry.
leaving now. Like, there's this guy on YouTube. Is what's his name? He reviews movies, and what is like is he yeah, is Irish? Um, what is like I can't remember his YouTube handle. It's like
Bro, I think I
yeah,
know who you're talking about.
yeah, he's like he finishes the videos and it's like anyways now. He says like something like anyways now, piss off or something like that. I can't remember. No, but it's pretty funny. But anyways,
It's like most polite
um,
Irish person.
yeah, yeah, we're gonna go. So
All
All
right.
right.
everyone
They
have a
will
fabulous week, and we'll see you guys in the next JumpX podcast.
See you
see you
then.
later.
I'll be watching. Peace out.